Yevamot, Perek Yud Gimel, Mishnah Aleph. First Mishnah, chapter 13 of Masechet Yevamot. We're going to talk about a halachic process called miyyun, the miyyun. I'll just write it, let's just see if I can write it here. Okay? Right, in Hebrew it's called miyyun. Miyyun, the ma'en means to refuse. And this happens in one of two situations. Okay? The first situation, the miyyun means if a girl doesn't want to be married, but she wasn't married, midoraita, lema'en. How does that happen? So halachically, what happens is a father, midoraita, has the right to marry his minor daughter off to somebody. You know, for many, many years, the daughter was considered a financial burden, and the job was to marry her off as soon as possible. So they would marry her off to another family, even when she was still not of adult age. But, so if the father married her off, okay, kiddushay ha'av, okay, if the father married her off, then that was kiddushin deoraita. But let's say the father died, and the mother and the brothers, they don't know what to do. They can't take care of this poor girl. They don't have the money. They don't have the financial feasibility to take care of her. So kiddushay ha'em ve'ha'ach, that's kiddushin dirabana. It's only rabbinic. The rabbi said they could do kiddushin. But that means that since she's not mikudeshet dioraita, that means she's a candidate for a miyyun. Since she's not married to the guy, she can come to the Beit, we're going to see, or make a statement and say, I don't want to be married to this guy, and she's not married and she doesn't have any get. Miyyun is, we'll call it bitul kiddushin shel ketana, when she's a minor, below get. She just annuls, she just says, I don't want to be married, and that's that she's not married. Okay? That's one situation. Situation number one is when the mother or the brother marries her off. Situation number two is where a woman is married off by her father, kiddushin al yedei ha'av, but then she's nit'al minah, nitgarsha. She gets divorced when she's still a minor. Her husband died, so now she's birshut atzma when she's a minor, and she got married, nikadsha. Nobody else can marry her off. Okay, nikadsha kiktana. So when she's still a minor, she's no longer birshut ha'av because she was married, she got divorced, or she was divorced, or she was widowed, and now she remarries. She's also a candidate for miyyun. I don't know why that does that. She's also a candidate for miyyun. So those are the two situations in which she's a candidate for miyyun. Either her brother and her mother married her off, or she was divorced or widowed after her father married her off. In either case, it's only when she's a katana, that's when she could do miyyun. So now we have a machloket, six-way machloket, about five or six areas between Beit Shammai and Beit Hillel about miyyun. Beit Shammai says, Ein mema'anim ela arusot. The only time you could do miyyun is if she's an arusa. Beit Hillel says arusot inisuot. Doesn't matter whether it's only from erisin or even if she had nisuin. Even nisuin, she still can do miyyun, even if the marriage was consummated, even when she was a katana. Beit Shammai beba'al velo biyabam. Beit Shammai says that she could do miyyun if only from her husband. Okay, so for example, the father or the brother married her off, that's her husband. Avalo biyabam, but not with the yabam, meaning if her husband died and was a candidate for yibum, she can't do miyyun for the yibum. Rather, she has to do either, Bartudura says, achetagdil, she has to just wait a few years, or wait a year or 3 months, and do chalitza. Yibum doesn't work for a miyaben. Beit Hillel says no, bebalu biyabam. Just like she could do miyyun for her own husband, she could do miyyun for the yabam. Beit Shammai befanav. Beit Hillel befanav b'shelo befanav. Beit Shammai says it has to be in front of him, and Beit Hillel says no, it can either be whether in front of him or whether it's not in front of him. I think Beit Shammai felt that she wouldn't do it in front of him, and they didn't want her to do it. Beit Shammai bebeitin, Beit Hillel bebeitin v'shelo bebeitin. Beit Shammai says it has to be in Beitin. Beit Hillel says no, it doesn't have to be in Beitin at all. Amruleh Beit Hillel Beit Shammai. Beit Hillel said mima'enet v'hi kitana afilu arba'a v'chamisha pamim. She could be mima'enet 4 or 5 times. If the situation worked out in that way, if she gets married after the second miyyun, she could do mimayin again. as long as she's a ketana, okay, 4 or 5 times. Amru lahem Beit Shammai. Beit Shammai says, no, ein b'nai Yisrael hefker. That's ridiculous. We're not going to make b'nai Yisrael into hefker, that they give themselves over to this husband and then go out, and then this husband. Rather, elimima'enet, she could do it once. Umamtenet ad shetagdil, and then she waits until she grows up, until she becomes an ara. Utima'en vetinaseh. What does it mean, utima'en vetinaseh? And she has to wait. She can only do it one time. Okay? Either she's mima'enet, or she gets married after the nisuin. Once she's mima'enet, she has to get married. She can only do it one time, according to Beit Shammai. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father. Where are we? Here we are. Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.